Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and it is time for another installment of Deck of Panning. If you are new to this series, this is created by Emily and Max, and it's basically a random card generator or a deck of cards if you're using physical cards that decides what products are going to be placed into your project pan for that month. But unlike traditional project pans, you don't necessarily have to hit pan. You can kind of set your own goals, which I like and feel like is more doable, reasonable, motivating, what have you. But you can't choose more until you use up the products that you had from the last time. So let me flip and find where we're at this month. Before we get too far into the video, if you have not already, I would love it if you would consider subscribing. I upload videos twice a month. It is totally free to subscribe, and I would love to have you back again on the channel for all things makeup in the future. So we're choosing 3 new cards today. That is 3. That means 2 products are getting rolled over, and I did not meet my goals on this past month, so not too bad overall. The first one that is going to stay in the project is the KVD Good Apple Foundation. This was, I think it was whatever your newest product in your collection was, that's what you had to use. I said I would use it 10 times, but I only managed to use it 4 times this past month. And I think that's because after only 4 uses, I've decided it's a bit too heavy and full coverage for me personally. So then I wasn't really motivated to go back to it that much, honestly. And I think it just settles in my fine lines pretty badly, if I'm going to be honest. So definitely not my favorite foundation, but I need to use it 6 more times to hit the goal of 10 times that I had for myself. So that's going to stay in the project, as well as the Menagerie liquid lipstick in the shade Cricket. It's a black liquid lipstick. Really like it, just haven't had a lot of opportunities to wear a black lip. I did get in some uses for that in the past month, but I still need to use it 6 more times to hit my goal of 10. Really struggling with the colored lip products this year. If it's a neutral brown whatever lip, not so hard, but when I've had a dark blue or a black, I've struggled. So it's information for me and my future purchases for sure. But I did use the Nimya License to Glow Serum 10 times this month. I did use, this one was selected by vote over on Instagram, the Jaclyn Cosmetics bronzer in Skinny Dipped. I used that 10 times. If you're not following me on Instagram and you want to be part of polls that decide my content, my makeup, all things like that, I love polls personally, taking other people's on their stories. All of my other socials are linked in the description box. And I did use this broken, I can't really show you because it's literally shattered, but this broken Morphe highlighter that I've been working on getting rid of, I did use that 10 times. So the Menagerie and the KVD Good Apple Foundation are rolling over, but we're going to choose 3 new things today. So let's go ahead and pull up the random card generator. I did buy an actual physical deck of Studio Ghibli, I can't remember what it's called, how you pronounce it, the anime production studio cards from House Moving Castle while I was in Japan. They're so cute, but of course I've unpacked and can't find them right now, as is typical me if you know me at all. So we're back to the phone screen digital card generator. So we're going to generate 3 different cards and see what we get here. So we're drawing the 9 of hearts to start with. So if you want to play this, just look up Emily and Max on YouTube, and in her description she's got the game board. You just look up the number and the suit of the card. This says 9 hearts is in it for the long haul. So if you don't know what that means, there's a tab that says prompts, and then alphabetically they're all listed, so you can just look it up and see what it says. So it says for in it for the long haul is a product that will take a long time to pan or large usage goal. So I think I'm actually going to put this one back in because I've really been reaching for this a lot, and it was so easy for me to get 10 times on this that even though panning it might be hard because it is fairly new, this brand's discontinued. This brand doesn't exist anymore, right? Jaclyn Cosmetics is gone. So it's kind of you know, like many YouTubers, I'm like, do I really want to talk about that much stuff that people can't get anymore on my channel? So it might be good just to use this, and it's still fairly new, and I've been trying to actually use my products while they're new and not let them get to the point where the quality deteriorates because I've just let them sit around for so much. So I think we're gonna say we're putting the Jaclyn bronzer in, and this is for the long haul, and we're gonna leave that bronzer in until I hit pan on that. And it doesn't take very much of that bronzer for me to get a full application, like 1 or 2 swirls. It's fairly pigmented. So that's truly in it for the long haul, for sure. But we got 2 more cards to draw. We've got the 3 of clubs next. And our chart tells us the 3 of clubs is out of control category. Okay, and that means, since it's out of control, it's a category in my collection that's out of control. Like, I have too many of it. 100% that's got to be eyeshadow, right? Of things that I have more eyeshadow than any other things in my collection, for sure. So let me pick an eyeshadow palette to put here. All right, so this is one that actually entered my collection recently, the Naked Urban Decay Naked Metal Mania palette. I got this for $14 at TJ Maxx. And I know there were some people that were actually asking me on social media, like, what do you think of it? Let us know when you try it. And yeah, I've yet to try it, I'm gonna be honest. So if I put it in the project and say I'm gonna use it 10 times, that should help me get my thoughts. Packaging is sick, love it. Love like all the little, I don't know if you can see all the like glitter that's in the background of it. And this was so deeply discounted, and it was 14 bucks because this one shade Double Kick is kind of shattered, broken. There's pieces of it missing, but I decided I didn't care because that's such a like bone colored shade that I'm like, I really don't even care about that shade. Like, it's not one I would use that much, and I have probably 1,000 shades like that in my collection. I was really interested by some of the like silver and metallics. Looked pretty good considering it's Urban Decay. So yeah, this one is in my collection now, and was discounted because of the damage that there is to it, but I'm cool with that for a discounted rate to get to try it and see what it is about. All right, so we've got a palette in there, 10 uses, and we've got one more card to draw, and we've got the 5 of Spades. 5 of Spades. And on the game board, that says, what here? Lip product. Okay, so even though I already have that black liquid lipstick, we need to use another lip product. I think since I've got 10 times of an eyeshadow palette, and I just usually mix up my eyeshadow palette so much that might be a challenge, and I've got that difficult panning of the Jaclyn bronzer, I think I'm going to give myself an easy one this time. I use almost every day the Colourpop lip oil, honestly, almost every day. So it shouldn't be super hard for me to use that 10 times. And I'm gonna say, and this one in fact is like down to here already. I don't know if you can tell in the shadow of it, but I've used that much of it. This is the Twilight collab, Team Jacob, the one that's like, it looks black, but it just gives like a very kind of gray hue to the lips. I really like that one, and it's very hydrating, very comfortable. Like I said, I've been using it almost every day anyway, so we'll use that 10 times for our lip product. So yeah, so we've got a black liquid lipstick, the KVD foundation, the bronzer, the Metal Mania eyeshadow palette, and the Colourpop lip oil. That's exciting. I love it when I get stuff like this. Yes, we do have 2 lip products, but for the most part, everything else, I do try to do this where it's like, I could do a face of makeup and use all of those things one time, so that, I don't know, if I have like too many in one category, it's harder to do, in my opinion, because you can only use, you know, like one lip at a time. Unless I layered the lip oil over the liquid lipstick, but I feel like it would just get messy then at that point. So let me know, have you tried this game before? I know this video generally gets lower views than a lot of the other like series and things that I do on my channel, but I love it. It's so much fun for me. So while some videos I do because I'm like, okay, what would people like to watch? this one's kind of for me. Like, I just love to do it. Maybe you like to watch it. I kind of like the random chaos that can be brought on for people by this game. And seriously, try it for yourself, especially if you are trying to shop your stash and use what you have instead of just buying new. Like I said, that Urban Decay, that's like the only new thing to me in this. I've used everything else, but I tried to be good and, you know, get something at a discounted price at least. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Thanks so much if you made it all the way to the end, and I hope to see you again on the next one. Bye!